would you say, a land cartel is?
Given that I had earlier indicated that land is a very important resource, especially in Kenya, even right now, its importance comes with the other side of its being very, very emotive. And therefore, most people will come together to make sure that at least they have, in Kenya we call it the kickbacks here and there. So when you talk about land cartels in the land general sense of being, for you to get good title, you have to go to the land registries. Land registries have to sign off any transaction as far as land is concerned. And in the land registry, there are people that are there, professionals. To that effect, land registrar should be an advocate of the High Court of Kenya for you to qualify to be a land registrar. And there are other people who are involved in, there are so many documents that you have to prepare. The documentation involved. The stamp duty has to be valued by the government valuer. You have to get this consent from the LCB consent. You have to get all this documentation. And to that effect, there are people who like, as I said earlier, to go shortcut about it. So there are some people somewhere in the registries that have maybe knowingly or unknowingly, but sometimes they knowingly. When you go there, they tell you, if you want this consent, for example, the normal consent will take at least 30 days to be out. But if you give me 20,000 right now, I'm going to give you this consent right now. So you'll find that people from different government agencies and offices, they have come together and they have put their point persons in each and every office to maybe do the shortcuts, and by the end of the day, yes, you will get the documentation faster, but there are some legal loopholes that will be left. And by the end of the day, now these people, if for lack of better word, you can call them a cartel or a cabal or just a cahoot of people that most of the time, they make it seem easier to do transactions in land. But by the end of the day, you will have to incur maybe more costs, or even find yourself in legal problems, especially if you're dealing with land that, for example, that is due for succession. So if someone dies and they have these properties that they've left behind, you cannot purport to either sell or even transfer or even gift that property without having the authorities of the court. So you have, first of all, to get the letters of administration. That letter of administration has to be confirmed by the courts. So some people tend to overshadow or to not tick that box, whereby you find going to court takes much longer time, not less than 6 months, because for the letter of administration to be confirmed, it has to say at least 6 months. So if someone dies yesterday, and you feel like they have this property that you want to transfer faster. There are people who have placed themselves. They can even forge that letter of administration, and by the end of the day, you get good title, and then the land is transferred to your name. But afterwards, you might find yourself in trouble, because for you to purport to transfer or to deal with the property that belongs to a deceased person without the authority from court, it is deemed as intermeddling, and it's a criminal offense. Yes.
We've also heard of cases